Hello everyone and welcome to our sixth form open evening. To introduce myself, my name's Jill Davis and I'm the principal of both Liverpool Life Sciences UTC and the Studio School here in the heart of the Baltic Triangle, just around Liverpool 1. So I'm going to take a little bit of time to talk you through what we're all about. Coming here to study is a little bit different in a wonderful way, and we want you to really get a feel for that as you join us through this open evening experience. I'm going to take you through what's really, really important to us, our values, what we hold dear, and what we will do to make things a little bit different for you as a student or as a parent who's watching this for the first time. So what are we all about here at the CUC building? So in this amazing Victorian building, we have two schools. We have Liverpool Life Sciences UTC and we have the Studio School. And it might feel a little bit unusual to think, gosh, there's two schools in one building, but we run really, really smoothly. We have one senior team. I look after both of the schools, and the students work alongside one another depending on the pathway that they explore when they join us. There are some areas of expertise. So Liverpool Life Sciences UTC focuses on health, medicine, veterinary, dentistry, life sciences, social sciences. And the Studio School, it specialises in digital tech and creative sectors. And they were set up with that intention in the first place. So in 2013, we opened our doors for the very first time and welcomed in students from all over Merseyside. And that continues today. Students join us from Southport, from Widnes, from Wigan, from the Wirral, as well as L1 and L8, which are just around the corner. And that's really important because we create a really diverse community, which is held together really by our specialisms and our core values.
Thanks, Jill. My name's Dr. John Dyer and I'm the pathway lead for medicine, dentistry and veterinary science. So this pathway is called medicine, dentistry and veterinary. And obviously it's for students that want to go into medicine, dentistry or veterinary careers. But not just those careers, because we realise there's a whole range of careers linked to those particular areas. So we examine other roles in hospitals, other roles in veterinary surgeries and other roles in dentistry too. The subjects that are really important for this pathway are A-level biology and A-level chemistry. You would then usually be doing a third A-level subject that could be either maths, physics, potentially psychology or geography. Really important in this pathway is that we offer a range of additional experiences for you to take part in to develop skills relevant to these careers. So we have our industry standard innovation labs where you would develop key technical skills for these careers, things such as micropipetting, serial dilutions, working on projects to develop your scientific thinking and investigative skills. But we also have our healthcare suite, and your time would be divided between these two places. So again, in the healthcare suite, it's kitted out to reflect a real medical environment. So you'd get to work with bits of equipment, such as a new anaesthetic machine that Mr. Benson has got. You'd work on scenarios using SimMan, which is like an artificial patient that can mimic certain symptoms and you can take readings from. You'd get to fit devices to SimMan, so you'd get to fit sort of feeding tubes or breathing tubes, really gaining some of the key skills that are essential to working in medical careers. We are currently in the process of setting up a veterinary suite too for students interested in careers in veterinary science. So you get the chance when you're working in our labs to work on a range of industry-linked projects. An example of which is we recently were loaned a scanning electron microscope by Toshiba, and this was in partnership with the Natural History Museum in London and the Institute for Research in Schools. And our students got the chance to learn how to use this amazing microscope that uses electrons instead of light. And students were able to choose what kind of samples they observed with the microscope, learn how to prepare samples for observation, and really develop skills that you just wouldn't normally get until university or potentially after. We look forward to seeing you soon.
So what's a little bit different about coming to us is that we make a really explicit promise and an explicit offer to our students, and it's one that we've committed to since we opened in 2013. We want to offer more than just an educational experience. I understand and stand by the fact that you're coming here because you want to do really, really well and get excellent outcomes, exam results, qualifications, all of those things that are going to allow you to continue into the next phase of your education. And that's normally the dominant factor. That's the reason why you choose to come to us. But what we also know nowadays is that you need to be able to achieve more than just that and be greater than just a set of qualifications. So alongside that, we pride ourselves on ensuring that you have wider experiences that make you stand apart from every other 18-year-old when it's time to move on from us. And we do that not just through our pathways, but also through enrichment, through work placement, through masterclasses, all of those things that are going to set you apart.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Mansfield, and I'm here to introduce to you the sixth form Creative Pathway. Here on the Creative Pathway, we've got 3 different courses on offer. All of these courses together will give you a really well-rounded set of portfolios for university or work after sixth form. We have graphic communication, lens-based media, and fine art or art craft and design. Throughout all these options, we have a wide range of projects and opportunities for you to really expand your portfolio, challenge yourself, and be independent in your thinking, while being guided by really nice tutors. We also have lots of opportunities to do field trips, exhibitions for the public, and a range of different work experiences. We really hope to see you next year.
The promise that we make to our students is quite unique, really, because we want to make sure that you have a secure destination and also a pathway that moves on from us after spending at least 2 years with us. And it's something that provides a real stable platform for our students. They know that we're going to look after them. You know that you're going to be looked after. And we've delivered on that promise to every single student since we opened our doors in 2013. So how do we get there? And let's talk about how well our students do with their studies. Behind me, you can see a beautiful set of results from our life sciences students. Lots of students join us because they've got aspirations to work in medicine, dentistry, veterinary. And we always secure a really strong pathway with that cohort. And you can see that it's commonplace for students with us in the sixth form to accrue 3, 4, and sometimes even 5 A's and A stars at A level, which is an incredible achievement and opens numerous doors for them and secures that destination that they've set their heart on, sometimes from a really young age. In the studio, likewise, results are synonymous with our pathways. So we've got students that secure A's and A stars in graphics, in photography, in fine art, in film studies, and also distinction stars in games design. And they often go on to study in Abertay University, which is the European leader for games design.
Hi, I'm James Phillips, and I'm the lead for the Technologist Pathway. The Technologist Pathway includes scripting and programming, games, animation, visual effects, maths, and computer science. Students who study on the Technologist Pathway often go on to do a degree or an apprenticeship, but we also have success in going straight from graduation from the CUC6 straight into industry. Studying on the Technologist Pathway is a great way to gain practical and theoretical skills that prepare you for the digital technology sector. Using project management skills such as agile methodology, learning relevant technical skills sets you apart from others when applying for jobs, apprenticeships and university. Industry engagement within this pathway is very high, and in some cases they present opportunities for you to boost your portfolio through mini projects. I look forward to seeing you in September. Dream big.
My name is Zoe, and I do applied science at the CUC6. So applied science is all 3 sciences: physics, chemistry and biology. There are exam units and coursework units as well. What I like most about the CUC6 is the environment that I'm in with the teachers and the students and how I get taught with respect. I think it's the range of subjects that I get to learn. So I get to learn about all 3 rather than just learning about specific ones. I'm going on to study veterinary bioscience at Aberystwyth University.
The one thing that sets us apart is our philosophy that we treat every day in this building as if it's an interview, both for ourselves as professionals, but also as the young people who join us. It's important that they're prepared for the world of work, and it's our job to model those experiences for our young people. Every day is an interview means that students are modelled and they know how to behave in terms of their standards of behaviour, their dress code, their attendance and punctuality, all of those things that are going to be really important in the world of work.
Hi, my name's Benson. I look after healthcare PBL, so you find me in the health suite with the medics and healthcare students, looking after some simulation and healthcare scenarios. So the medical pathway is generally follows biology, chemistry, maths A-level. You can vary that a little bit, but you'll find yourself doing some simulation down here with me, where we look at SimMan, some of our high-tech kit. So we've got ventilators, we've got defibs, all the real sort of hospital-grade equipment. And we try and accompany the academic side with the skills and the clinical reasoning as well with that. So today we've been looking at the rapid sequence intubation, or rapid sequence induction as it's otherwise known, shortened to an RSI. Simply put, it's putting a patient to sleep very quickly, often in an emergency situation if they need to go to theatre or be put on a breathing tube for whatever reason. Our students today have been looking at the two main aspects of an RSI, so looking at the drugs involved and the airway management skills required to put the tube in correctly and make sure it's in the right place. Thanks very much. I'm looking forward to seeing you in September.
As a student, when you make a decision to join us, we will talk to you about pathways, and you'll hear that word quite a lot over your time with us, because generally when students join us, their subject choices will fit into a bundle or a pathway, and that allows us to make sure that all of the experiences that you have link into that pathway and ultimately that destination, be that a job, an apprenticeship or a university place. Our pathways are quite diverse and they are in line with our specialisms. So we have pathways that focus on medicine, dentistry and veterinary in life sciences. We also have a health pathway and we have an applied science pathway. We have social sciences because we offer A-levels in psychology, sociology and criminology. And sometimes students will supplement those with subjects like history or English literature. And on the studio side, we have pathways around creative subjects. So that tends to include art, graphics, photography and/or film studies. And we have a pathway around games design. We run a 3 A-level equivalent course on games design, animation and visual effects. And we also have a programming pathway. And then straddling both of those, we have an engineering pathway, which is an amazing pathway that allows you to work alongside Autodesk as the market leaders in CAD/CAM. So really exciting and can be studied alongside subjects such as physics, maths and further maths.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brooke. I lead the Life Sciences pathway here at Life Sciences UTC. So within my pathway in the sixth form, students take generally chemistry and biology, and their third subject is ranging. So we have some that take geography, some that might take sociology or psychology, also some that may take physics. So the third is a bit of a range. The Life Sciences pathway here is very lucky. Obviously we are Life Sciences UTC. So we have some really good links with both university and industry, so we can offer some really exceptional opportunities to our students on the Life Sciences pathway. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing you all in school soon.
I'm Miriam, a year 13 in the CEC6. I'm on the Social Sciences pathway and I do sociology, history and psychology. One thing I like about the Social Sciences pathway is that there's a lot of scope in the subject because there's a lot you can learn about and you get to bring your own opinions in as well. I think the Social Sciences pathway has helped me because I've been able to find a lot of extra help from my teachers in finding extra reading and to form more of an analytical opinion. Yeah, I definitely recommend people to come because you'll get a lot of extra opportunities and to go and study wider things and you'll definitely form a broader opinion on the world around you. I'm going on to study psychology in September.
And whilst your academic studies are the most important reason for joining any sixth form, we understand and recognise that as young people coming out of your GCSEs, you may also need a little bit of extra support. And it's interesting that when you join us in September, you're actually only about 9 weeks older than you were in year 11. And whilst we will treat you with the maturity and the respect that you fully deserve as a sixth form student, we also have to recognise that you will need some support at some time. And that might be financial support. So we offer bursaries for our students, and that's often used to supplement travel costs or dress costs. It might be that you need some additional clothing. It might be to supplement books, or it might be to attend school trips. And so we've got a really healthy bursary fund to help you. It might be that you need pastoral support. It might be that you just need some signposting to help you with other things that are going on in your life. And we have a really, really strong pastoral team that will be there to help you. It might be that you need support with UCAS and applying to university. If you're the first person in your family generation to go through that, it's very, very different and it's quite complex. So we've got a team of experts that will be on site to help you all the way along that process. And then we offer a lower level of everyday support. So every student will be allocated a coach, and that will be someone who is an expert within your pathway field. And you will see them every day. You'll check in with them. They'll check in with you. They'll make sure that you're okay, and also build that professional relationship as the first person that you can go to.
Hiya, I'm Miss Chandler. I'm the Pathway Lead for Applied Science and BTEC. People choose to do BTEC because it's a mixture of examination and coursework units. So if you're good at coursework and you like to see yourself achieving as you go along the course, it's good because you can do a bit of work at a time and achieve as you go along the 2-year path. So it's better than some other courses which have the exams at the end. The kind of science that we do in applied science is chemistry, physics, biology, but we do some coursework units that are really interesting, like medical physics. We do circuits, there's a physiology unit, and there's another unit to do with materials. So the students do particularly like the optional units. They tend to go on to different careers from applied science. It's really varied. A lot of our students go into biomedical science. Some students will go into engineering, other students dentistry. We've had a couple of students who've gone into dental technology degrees, and we've got the odd student who has gone into health, so done a bit of midwifery. Just a real varied, because applied science involves all the sciences and you can go many different directions with it. We look forward to seeing you in September.
So if I haven't already given you lots of reasons as to why you might think it's a brilliant idea to come and join us, let me tell you a little bit more. And it's a little bit of an opportunity to tell you about what's extra. So whilst you come along and you will do your subjects and your qualifications, you might choose to do 3 A-levels, you may be joining us to do an extended diploma. There's so much more to joining us than just those academic qualifications. So we also have an opportunity, and every student actually joins in what's called project-based learning. You'll see that referred to as PBL throughout many, many conversations that we have. Now, project-based learning is an opportunity for you to work with industry experts in the field that you're hoping to go and work in. And it will give you an opportunity to develop those professional skills. So if I give you a couple of examples, if you are on a pathway through applied science, then your project-based learning will take place in our innovation labs. You'll come in, you'll put a lab coat on, and you will conduct yourself as a research scientist. And that means that when you go for an interview, you can talk about more than just your qualifications. You can talk about fields of research, how you go about your lab skills, and also some papers that you've written along the way.
Hi guys, I'm Dan Howard and I lead on physical sciences at the CUC building. That covers engineering and physics. The courses, they're pretty unique. What we try and do is we try and make our courses so that they're kind of, I guess, real life, and actually we set industrial problems, and what we kind of get you guys to do is apply what you learn in your engineering and physics lessons to real life scenarios. So at the moment what we're doing is we're currently in an engineering lesson. One of the things that we teach in engineering is actually CAD, computer-aided design, and then computer-aided manufacture. What we're doing today is we're doing 3D design, and then what we're doing is we're generating orthographic and isometric drawings from our 3D design, all to industry standard, which is an industry project all about a virtual entity for a factory. Okay, and it'd be great to see you guys in September doing physics and engineering, and then all you've got to do is think about what you might do to go with that.
My name is Ted Keaton, I'm 16 years old, and I've just joined Life Sciences UTC from September on the medicine pathway with Dr. Dyer. Well, it mostly consists of science or maths based, like I'm doing biology, chemistry and psychology, which is unusual. I was placed on the life sciences pathway, but I requested to be moved to the medicine one to focus on what I want to do in university. Well, obviously every school focuses on getting their students to a higher education, but this school, it focuses on specific things, which I thought was great, because everyone here, as I said to family or friends when I come to the school, everyone here will have the same idea as me. We'll all focus on the same goal and you can work together. And when I came here in year 10 for open evenings from my last school, I was amazed by these labs we're in right now. no other school I think has these, and the research institute I've just joined, I was just blown away by it. When I leave, I want to go to a high university if possible. I want to study medicine. It's a 6-year course, I think, and then I think it's followed by 2 years of training and then go on to a medical job, something like that. And I was thinking about taking a year off, but no, I think I'm just going to focus on my job now.
If you are following a program through scripting and programming, for example, and you're a coder, then your project-based learning will be through that lens. And it might be that you've been set a live brief from one of our local industry partners where they need an app to be developed. It might be that they need a piece of code to be restructured, or it might be that they want you to be part of the testing team for one of the games that they've been working on. And then you will be accredited for that. And it's very rare actually for an 18-year-old to leave sixth form and to be able to say that they are accredited as part of the testing process for a game made by Sony PlayStation, for example. But that's what happens in project-based learning for our students. On top of that, we run enrichment, and we want all of our students to get involved in enrichment processes. That might include work experience, it might include supporting our younger students, it might be volunteering at Alder Hey. It just depends on your pathway, but that's also included in the expectation of the time that you are with us.
Hiya, my name's Miss Graham and I'm the Pathway Lead for Health and Social Care at Key Stage 5. So as part of our course we do 13 units overall. 4 of those are exam-based and 9 are coursework units. So we do a mixture of health and social care units. Some of them linked to human anatomy and physiology, other to public health, wellbeing and how to care for elderly people with dementia. So overall, doing the course, you'll get a holistic overview of different career pathways, whether you want to go into different types of nursing, midwifery, psychology, therapy, or even paramedic science. Also here, you get the opportunity to do a work placement. So as part of our course, you have to get 100 hours work placement. And we offer different placements at the Royal Liverpool Hospital and the Women's Hospital. That can give you an overview of what it's like to work day to day as a health and social care professional. So it'll give you communication skills and ultimately it'll build your confidence to start your career. We look forward to seeing you soon.
And of course, education doesn't just happen within these 4 walls. It's important for you to get out and about and experience what it's like to do a job or a career in the field that you're interested in. So we're very, very excited that as we start to tentatively step out of the COVID era a little bit, that we will be able to re-establish ourselves with trips and visits. We've just secured a huge opportunity so that all of our sixth form students will have an opportunity to go on an international work placement, and that's fully funded. And the aim is that in the next 3 years, every single student will have an opportunity to go overseas and work with a company in the field of expertise that you're interested in following. That's incredible, isn't it, to have that on your CV before you move out onto your next stage of learning. So that's major, but also we have so many partners in the local area, and Liverpool is such an amazing city. We're very, very lucky. We've got partners and link governors that work with us and provide opportunities to work with you. It's about working with you, not necessarily working with us. And that might be offering mock interviews before you go for your university interviews. It might be running masterclasses. We've got one of our partners who has donated a scanning electron microscope, one of only 12 schools in the country to have that. And so you're well placed to reconnect and establish yourself in a field that you really want to go and work in.
Hello, I'm Mr. Atkinson. So I am the leader of Social Sciences Pathway, and Social Sciences entails sociology, psychology and criminology. So we offer all 3 here at Life Sciences and Studio School and the CUC sixth form. It's an area that's rapidly expanding, and it has been over the past couple of years. Students find it interesting, it's a popular choice, and it can open up a number of different career paths from criminal justice right the way through to criminal psychology. And then areas around research linked to sociology, and a number of different opportunities are available to students who are studying this pathway over the 2 years. We're looking at increasing the amount of trips and visits to enrich students' experience post-pandemic. So a really popular choice, and I would definitely suggest you have a little think about social science if you're applying for at the sixth form or lower down the school as a GCSE option. So we look forward to seeing you in September if you choose to study social science here.
My name's Connery. I'm a student at the CUC6 and I study the creative pathway, which consists of art and graphics, and then I do history as well. I enjoy how open it is in my subjects and the creative freedom I have to express myself within my art and my graphics as well. And just the people you're surrounded with in the building, they're just all very like-minded. My best memories probably come from history and the discussions we have in class, like how open you are. We don't just focus on like the topic, we can go off topic and talk about the politics and like the situation of like the world today, and just how open-minded people are to everyone's opinions. I definitely recommend it. It's a great school. It's like the teachers, they support you so much. For example, with my UCAS, like teachers help me through the university process, like through and through. It's like I got constant support up until I was sent off, and through subjects. My A-levels, I'm getting support through my history teachers, and then my predicted grades and stuff like that. It's just the teachers support you more than I've noticed in my last school, for example. It's like you got support from both teachers and your students around you. Everyone works like with each other in a way. I'm going to be going on to do history as a degree, and then in the future I want to work with young people in some sort of way.
So now that you've had a chance to listen to myself and lots of the teaching team that you'll be working with, I'm sure you're desperate to know how to go about applying and securing a place with us. It's very, very straightforward. The first thing that you need to do is go to one of our websites, either Life Sciences UTC or the studio. And on that, in font size 128, you can't miss it, it says apply now. If you follow that link, it will take you to a portal called Admissions Plus. Once you get into Admissions Plus, you create your own username and password, and you can take your time filling in all of your information. It takes about 45 minutes, but you can dip in and out. You don't have to do it all at the same time. Once we've got all of your completed application, we will invite you to come along to a one-to-one with a member of staff, normally someone who works within the pathway that you're interested in following. Now, it's really important for me to say that this is not a selection interview. This is about us getting to know one another, because we're going to be working really closely together for the next 2 years. And it's an opportunity for you to ask lots of questions and get to know us and make sure that this decision, it's a massive decision that you're making, is the right decision for you and your families. Once you have attended your one-to-one, then we will send you a letter, and in that letter will be what's called a conditional offer. Now, you'll have heard some of these terms before if you've been applying to other sixth forms. A conditional offer just means that you will have a place with us as long as you get the results that allow you to study that course in the sixth form. So once you get your GCSE results on results day, the most important thing is for you to check in with us. Now, if you've got the results that you needed to get on your pathway, then you can actually complete your whole enrolment process online through Admissions Plus. If you've got results and it's a wonderful surprise and you think, oh, you know, this was better than I was expecting, then you can always come in and speak with us. We're here throughout results week, and we can have a good discussion about changing pathways if that's what you want to do. And it might be that since watching this video, you change your mind again, and that's absolutely okay. Keep communicating with us, keep talking to us, and we'll work together to make sure that when it's early September, you're really happy with the choices that you've made, and you're going to have a wonderful 2 years with us. So thank you very, very much for taking some time out to get to know us a little bit better. I'm really looking forward to seeing you soon. And if you need any help at all, just get in touch. That's what we're here for. Thank you.